What's going on, YouTube? Up and Adam here, and today I have another Madden 22 video. I'm going to show you in this video how to increase your players' overalls, the steps you need to take in order to get those blue numbers at the top right corner of your player, and we're going to go through everything you need to know. So before we jump into this video, make sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button, turn those notification bells on for more Madden content. As you can see, we are in Madden 22 Ultimate Team, and you can see my team right there. It shows my top players at the bottom, shows a Tom Brady, a Deion Sanders, and a Vernon Davis. You can see those little blue numbers right above their names. They're not the regular what overall they are, but they have these added boosts. I'm going to show you every single way to get these added boosts onto your players. The first thing that we are going to talk about in this video is going to be power-ups. How to power up a player and why it's so important to power up all your players. Next, we're going to talk about strategy items. How to boost those overalls of your players by using some strategy items in the game right now. And which ones you should be definitely going after. And then the last thing that we're going to talk about in this video is theme teams. Theme teams in Madden 22 really give your team a huge boost, and this is why you need to be running a theme team right now in Madden. Okay, so let's start. As you see on the screen, we are on MUTGG, and this is a little article about why you should be powering up players, why it's so important to, and then what power-up passes are. So we're gonna go through these two. I know this is a beginner video here, but a lot of people just got the game, and I want to share some of these resources for you. So here you go. Why you should be powering up your players is because you get a +1 to their overall. So if the card is about, say for example, we have a 94 overall player. Okay, if I power that player up, he'll go to a 95 overall, so it'll be a +1. And then the last thing you need to know about power-ups is that when you do power up a player, it unlocks different team chemistries. So this is going to take part into our later in the video when we talk about theme teams. But powering up a player will unlock certain theme teams that this player used to play on. If you have a player without a power up and you haven't powered it up, he's only going to have that team chem of the current team. It won't have all the past teams that they played for. So that's why it's really, really important to power up these players so you can get those additional team chems. The last thing we want to talk about here is going to be power up passes. So as you level up, as you complete daily objectives, as you complete just playing the game, you will be getting power passes. You'll see like we got 62 to 81. We have some like 87 to 88. And those can be used in place of a player that is those overalls. So I'm going to show you a quick example in Madden right now. All right, so here's an example of Jason Verrett. So he has a few cards, okay? So this is his power up, and you need to power him up using how much training it says. You can see at the bottom there, it shows 6, 6, 8, and so on and so forth. And then we get to this card right here. This shows that you need his core elite card. However, his core elite card is an 81. If you have in your binder the 62 to 81 overall power pass, instead of buying his 81 overall elite item, you can put that power pass in there. So you bypass this and you can keep going through. It's always good to make sure you know where your power passes are in case you want to change them up. And it's the same thing when you get to his next card, this 88 team builder card, right? If you have an 88 overall power pass, you can use that instead of his 88 team builder, and so on and so forth, okay? And then you can get them fully powered up. But like I said, when you power up a player, you get the additional team camps where you can have the Chargers and the 49ers, all right? And then he gets added ability slots as well. Another way to boost your overall of your players and your team is to use strategy items. So in Madden 22, you can have 2 offensive strategy items and then 2 defensive strategy items. So these are pretty much, right? These are pretty much what we used to have in Madden 21 and 20, but just something a little bit different, whereas they still give you added boosts to certain attributes in order to upgrade your player. So the best ones that you need to get are going to be the 2 deep route specialist cards in terms of offense. One is going to be, they're both going to be for the wide receiver, and then on defense you're going to want to get the in the zone rare strategy items. But as you can see at the in the zone, if you get this strategy item, I'm going to show you how to get them shortly, but if you do get this one, you power it all the way up with training. Okay, you need to use all this training, and then you will get these attributes added. You'll get +1 to man, and +1 speed, all right, and so on and so forth. Okay, if you power it all the way fully, you also get that last tier as well. So to power them all up, you need training, and then you get those boosts on your players. And as you can see, it will boost all my DBs, okay? So all my cornerbacks and safeties. I'm going to show you real quick. As you can see here, I have this Richard Sherman as my cornerback. If I go to upgrade and I go to my attributes, you are going to see he has +3 speed. 2 of them are coming from being part of the theme team, which we'll talk about shortly, but also +1 speed because we have in the zone added and boosted up to get that extra +1 there. Okay, so 98 speed without having that second strategy item that I haven't got just yet. Now, let's talk a little bit about how to get these strategy items. There's a few different ways that you can go about getting strategy items. And the first one is if you go into your Ultimate Season and you go to objectives. So if you go to your daily objectives and you complete some of these daily objectives, you get a random strategy item. Most likely it's going to be a common one like a silver, and you would have to exchange those up, which I'll show you shortly. So that's one way to get free strategy items, is just by completing your daily objectives. Next up, you can go to browse the store, and you can go all the way to players and find this strategy item right here. It's going to be 5,000 coins, and you get a common or better. So if you open it, there's a chance of you getting a common, an uncommon, or a rare. We happen to get a common, so that's an L. Okay, and I can still use this and put it into an exchange set to build up to that rare. Obviously, you want to get rare because those are the best items that you can get. If you go into your sets just like here, and you go all the way to the end and go to exchange, and then strategy item exchange, you can go and do these sets in the strategy item exchange. You can put in 8 common items and get 1 uncommon. If you have 2 rare strategy items and you want to risk it to try to get the one that you want, you can put 2 rare into this set, one of these 2, the offensive or the defensive, and you get a choice of 10. You could pick 1, but there's a choice of 10 offensive ones or 10 defensive ones, depending on which one you pick, and you might get lucky and get in the zone or that deep threat specialist, okay? So that is strategy items explained, all you need to know there. And now the last one is going to be theme teams, okay? Why you need to be running a theme team? Because of these added boosts, and then how to boost your players. So I am currently running a 50 out of 50 49ers theme team. So these are the boosts that I get for having my players on the 49ers. So any of my 49er players in the lineup, the 51 I have, will get a +2 to strength, +2 to jumping, +2 to agility, +2 to acceleration, and then +2 to speed, which is huge. We know that speed is king in Madden, and it's always important to have that speed. So if you get 50 out of 50 49ers, just like you can see here, all these players have played for the 49ers. And to put your players at the 49ers, you have to upgrade them using the power-ups, okay? So once you power them up, okay, you can go to team chemistries, and you can put what team you want. If, for example, you don't want this player to have that theme team, so for example, this Devin Hester. If I go in on Devin Hester, and I just take off the 49ers team chem right here, I just say, for example, we just remove it, he won't get that added boost. He won't get that +2. So you can see right here, okay, he's currently still has it. If I go to his attributes, you can see he's got 98 speed. However, if I take off his theme team, if I take this off, let me go show you what his stats look like now. 96. So he loses some, and he won't be that really good overall that we need him to have. So I'm going to go back in, put this 49ers, because that's what team I'm running. Obviously, you could do whichever one you want. I have a link below of what the best theme teams in Madden right now are, so I'll have that link down below that you can check out. But this is how you get that the better overall players, and that's pretty much all you need to do, all right? So those are your 3 steps. Power up your players, get the strategy items you want, the 2 that I was talking about, the in the zone for defense, all right? And then on offense, you want deep route specialist, okay? Those are the 2 ones you want. There's more of them, okay? And then running a theme team gives you those added boosts. Anyways, you can see all those blues by my name, or by these players' names. So obviously, they are powered up. They have all those added boosts. and I can compete when it comes to weekend league or any kind of head-to-head and all that. Anyways, that's all you need to know about how to increase the overall of your players and put out the best team out there. Anyways, I hope to catch you with another one very soon. I'll catch you later.